I'm Dr. Vandana Mathur from the Metropolis Healthcare Limited. I'm a consulting nutritionist there, and I'm here this afternoon with you to talk about men's health. The topic given to me is My Daddy's Strongest, on occasion of Father's Day, which falls on 19th of June. Now, before I begin the presentation, I would like to share this shlok with you. It says, Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kachida dukh bhag bhavet, om shanti shanti. Translated into English, it means, may all be happy, may all be free from disabilities, may all look to the good of others, and may none suffer from sorrow. Now, father is a very special person in each of our lives, and I came across this slide which looked very apt and beautiful, which says, the greatest gift I ever had came from God. I called him Dad. Now, what does a father mean to each of us? F for friend and philosopher, A for attentive listener, T for teacher for a lifetime, H for hero, E for educator at every step of life, and R for the reason for a smile on your face. So this is what a father means to each child, and it's a very precious relationship. So we are going to talk about My Daddy's Strongest. That is what each child would want to say. Now, Father's Day is a great day to celebrate fathers, but it is also a great day, I feel, to take stock of men's health and well-being to help your father enjoy many more Father's Days. Now, as age-old assumption is that men are the stronger sex, but the medical studies have revealed that men are the ones who are more likely to fall victim to the serious diseases and to die prematurely before reaching old age as compared to women. A lot can be done to enjoy a healthier life by taking care and adopting a healthier lifestyle with regard to our diet, exercise, and habits. Now, adulthood, as we all know, is a period of strength, virility, activity, and responsibility for both men and women. But men have the responsibility of earning the lion's share of the income and to provide for their families, protect them, and to provide life to future generations. A healthy man is able to discharge his duties well, and optimal nutrition is essential to his good health. When talking about nutrition, this is the outline of all the topics that I'll be touching on today. The nutritional needs of adult men, the fathers, guidelines for healthy eating, certain tips for the very busy fathers, the busy executives, exercise, why it is important, and certain screening tests which should be done timely. Now, what are the nutrition points that we should keep in mind? In adulthood, nutrition is required to perform various functions of the body, such as to provide with energy. Why do we need this energy? We need the energy for our day-to-day activities. We need the energy to promote the replacement and regeneration of worn-out tissues because of our everyday living and diseases. And thirdly, to maintain our basal metabolism. Now, adequate amount and adequate type of nutrition is what promotes a healthy weight and prevents diseases and contributes to the overall well-being of the individual. Now, the contemporary lifestyle that is we all lead, it gives us very little time and energy to adhere to a healthy lifestyle and eating and exercise regime. Now, in this fast-paced world where work, competition, family responsibilities and pressure often take precedence, it leaves us with very little space and time, and it leaves us only enough time for erratic eating behaviors and an inactive lifestyle. So then what is the solution to the problem of this concert of imbalanced nutrition and the lack of physical activity? Now coming to the nutritional needs of adult men. For healthy adult men, the energy requirements, as you know, are based on the height, weight and the activity pattern. Now imagine that your daily nutritional requirement would be something like 2200 calories. So 2200 calories is what you need to take every day. Now out of this, you are taking something like, because of the fast food that we eat and the binging that happens on weekends, we are taking something like, say, 2500 calories. Now this extra 300 that you are, what happens to that? That is stored in the body as fat. Now the same person, if it is, he is taking in, say, 2000 calories every day, then the balance 200, where does that come from? It comes from the body from within, where glycogen is burnt and later fat is burnt to provide that extra calories. So the idea is to balance out the calorie intake and the expenditure in such a way that we can manage and maintain a healthy weight. In case you want to lose weight, then you have to consistently take in lesser calories and burn more calories to lose weight. On the other hand, if you want to put on weight, then you have to consistently take in more calories than what you are burning. So that is how you will be able to reach your desired ideal weight. Now what are the guidelines for a healthy eating? To promote good health and to reduce the risk of developing certain chronic diseases like heart disease and stroke, osteoporosis, diabetes and cancer, you need to take in a very well balanced diet. What should it include? The daily diet must include cereals, pulses, whole grains, vegetables and fruits, and a very limited intake of high fat foods. Now let's start at the very beginning. So we start from breakfast. Now breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and I think most of us are the ones who are sacrificing our breakfast because we are too much in a hurry to leave home for work. And like the old saying used to go, eat breakfast like a king. So it makes all the sense because the body is starved of any food for the last 10 to 12 hours. And at this point of time, the metabolism rate is very high of the body and it needs all the good nourishment for to give the body some energy and the brain also to function properly. Not only in adults, even in children, there have been studies where they have noticed that children who eat a good breakfast have better concentration power and memory than children who are not eating a good breakfast. So it is helping you concentrate better at work too. So it makes all the sense to have a good breakfast. Do not skip breakfast, most important. So what is the best breakfast which is possible? First thing is to include a fruit in your breakfast. You can have a handful of dry fruits. Have milk with cereal, or you have a toast and milk. Some of that combination. You have a porridge with milk, with a fruit, and a bunch of handful of dry fruits like almonds, cashews, pistas, walnuts. So this would make a very good breakfast. Avoid eating oily, high-calorie snacks for breakfast. Next comes the lunch. The lunch should be the largest meal of the day. What all a lunch should include? A lunch should include a very good salad where you get the roughage or the bulk in your diet. It should have a good balance of proteins, carbohydrates and fats. Now in our everyday living, this converts to our typical Indian thali, which is an excellent example of a well-balanced diet, including roti, sabzi, dal, curd or chach, and salad. So this is a very well balanced lunch that you can have. Now